Title: The FBI Rescue Mission. Taken by an assassin. Opening scene: dark screen, faint heartbeat sound. Narrator: low, controlled tone. In a world where danger often hides in plain sight, there are threats so precise, so calculated, they leave almost no trace behind. This is the story of a kidnapping, executed by a professional assassin, and the race against time led by the FBI to stop him. Scene 1, ordinary day. Soft daylight, city ambience, people walking.
We can't. We need confirmation
Narrator:
first.
it began like any other morning. Daniel Cross, an investigative journalist known for exposing high-level corruption, stepped out of his apartment building just after 9:00 a.m. The sun was bright, the streets were busy, and nothing seemed out of place. Cut to Daniel checking his phone, walking casually. Narrator: Daniel had no idea he was being watched. Cut to a black SUV parked across the street. Inside sat a man, calm, focused, unmoving. The assassin. No name, no record, no mistakes. Close-up of gloved hands, gripping the steering wheel. Narrator: for weeks he had studied Daniel's routine, every step, every habit, every weakness. Today was execution day. Scene 2, the kidnapping. Street noise continues, then slowly fades into tension. Narrator: at exactly 9:17 a.m., everything changed. Quick cuts, footsteps, door opening, sudden movement. In less than 10 seconds, Daniel vanished. Sound: muffled struggle, car door slam, tires screeching. Narrator: no screams, no witnesses willing to speak, just silence and confusion. Camera lingers on empty sidewalk. Minutes later, Daniel's phone was found lying on the ground. Still recording. Scene 3, discovery. Cut to newsroom, frantic atmosphere. Narrator: when Daniel failed to show up for an important meeting, concern quickly turned into panic. Colleague speaking urgently on phone. Colleague: he never misses deadlines, something's wrong. Cut to police arriving at the scene. Narrator: local authorities were the first to respond, but it didn't take long before they realized this case was bigger than them. Cut to FBI headquarters. Narrator: by noon, the FBI had taken over. Scene 4, FBI steps in. Inside operations room, screens, maps, agents moving quickly. Narrator: Special Agent Rebecca Cole was assigned to lead the investigation. A veteran in organized crime and contract killings, she knew exactly what they were dealing with. Agent Cole speaking firmly. Agent Cole: this wasn't random, this was planned, professional. Cut to team assembling evidence. Narrator: surveillance footage was pulled, witnesses were questioned, every second was analyzed. And then they found it. Zoom into blurry camera footage. A black SUV. No plates. No clear driver. But it was enough. Scene 5, the message. Agent receives notification. Narrator: at 2:43 p.m., the FBI received a message. Screen displays distorted text. Stay out of this or he dies. Narrator: short, direct, and chilling. Room falls silent. Agent Cole: he wants us to know he's in control. Narrator: but what the assassin didn't realize was that he had just made his first mistake. Scene 6, profiling the assassin. Cut to behavioral analysis unit. Narrator: the FBI's behavioral analysis unit began building a profile. Not just who the assassin was, but how he thought. Narrator: highly disciplined, military or paramilitary training, prefers isolation, leaves minimal evidence but not zero. Agent points at screen. Agent: he's confident, too confident. Narrator: and confidence creates patterns. Scene 7, following the trail. Montage, traffic cameras, digital maps, satellite imagery. Narrator. Using traffic cams and AI-enhanced tracking, agents trace the SUV's possible route. Every turn, every stop, every second. Line on map, moving outward from city. Narrator. The trail led them out of the city, into a remote industrial zone, long abandoned. Dark visuals of empty warehouses. Narrator. If they were right, Daniel was in there. Scene 8, inside the warehouse. Cut to dim interior, Daniel tied to a chair. Narrator quiet tense. Miles away, Daniel regained consciousness. Heavy breathing, blurred vision. Narrator. Cold, bound alone. Except he wasn't alone. Footsteps echo. The assassin stepped into the light. Calm, expressionless. Assassin speaks softly. Assassin. You ask too many questions. Narrator. This wasn't just a job. It was personal. Scene 9, FBI prepares. Back to FBI, tactical briefing. Narrator. With the location narrowed down, Agent Cole made the call. They were going in. Agents gear up, weapons, vests, communication devices. Narrator. No room for hesitation, no room for error. Because inside that building, one wrong move could trigger a deadly outcome. Scene 10, the assault. Nightfall, tactical vans approaching quietly. Narrator intense. Under the cover of darkness, the FBI moved in. Agent surrounding warehouse. Agent whisper. Positions set. Door breach, loud crash. Narrator. The operation had begun. Scene 11, inside the fight. Fast cuts, hallways, shadows, tension. Narrator. Room by room, step by step, they cleared the building. But something was wrong. Too quiet. Agent signals trap. Narrator. The assassin had anticipated them. Scene 12, traps and tension. Wire nearly triggered. Agent stops just in time. Narrator. Explosives, tripwires, hidden dangers at every turn. This wasn't just a hideout. It was a battlefield. Scene 13, final confrontation. Agents reach main room. Narrator. And then they found him. Assassin standing, weapon drawn. Agent Cole. Drop it now. Long silence. Narrator. For a moment, time stopped. Then, gunfire erupts. Narrator. Chaos. Scene 14, the capture. Struggle, close combat. Narrator. The assassin fought with precision, but he was outnumbered. Final takedown, handcuffs click. Narrator. And just like that, it was over. Scene 15, the rescue. Agents rush to Daniel. Narrator, relieved. Daniel was found alive. Weak, injured, but alive. Cutting ropes, paramedics arrive. Narrator. Against all odds, they made it in time. Scene 16, aftermath. Sunrise over city. Narrator. The assassin was taken into custody. His motives, still under investigation. His connections, even deeper than expected. Scene 17, closing reflection. Narrator, calm, reflective. This operation was a success. But it also revealed something darker. There are people out there, trained to disappear, to strike without warning, and to leave nothing behind. Fade to black. Narrator. And sometimes, the only thing standing between chaos and order is a team willing to risk everything. Final screen text. Based on fictional events, inspired by real investigative procedures. Subscribe for more stories. And, if you want, I can expand this even further with dialogue-heavy scenes, plot twists, or make it feel like a Netflix-style documentary with interviews and narration.